Hi, third grade. This week we will be starting our native plants print. So before you get started, hopefully you already did step 1 to this assignment, which was to take a walk in your yard and see what kind of native plants you can find. Fawn gave me a list of plants that you're studying, and I posted pictures in this art post, so you can use those as a guide when you're walking to see what you can find. And then once you have your native plant, we can get started. So I have some cedar that I found in my yard. And then the other things that you'll need are the air dry clay. You'll find in the last art kit that you picked up, there was a little package of air dry clay. It says Sculpt It on it. And there was also a sheet of wax paper that you'll need today. And then you'll need a pencil or a paintbrush or straw, something that you can pierce the clay with. And then also something to roll your clay with. I'm going to be using this jar of coconut oil because it's nice and flat. It doesn't have any texture on it. So you can use something like that. Or if you have a rolling pin, that is perfect. But this jar will work great. So the first thing that we're going to do is open up the clay. All right. And then I'm just going to flatten it a little bit with my hands. And I kind of want to start making it into a rounder shape. It came as a little square, and I want it to be more of a oval shape, but you can decide what shape you want yours to be. This is going to be something that will dry hard, and you can hang it somewhere like an ornament. All right, after you have it flat into kind of the shape that you desire, you're going to put it in between your wax paper. So you had a little sheet of wax paper that was folded, and you'll just put it right inside. And then you're just going to roll it out. So you want it to be not too thin, because we want it to not break once it's dry. We want it to be nice and strong. But we do want to roll it out a little bit. Maybe I would say the thickness of a nickel would be good. All right, I think I'm getting to the point that I want it to be at. It's not too thin. I'm just going to shape it a little bit more. And then you'll take your plant and you're going to just press it really lightly into your clay. If you are using a leaf, like from the white oak or the Oregon grape, you're going to want to make sure that the part of the leaf that you're pressing down into your clay is the side that has the most texture, that has the veins of the leaf, so that those prints will come out onto your clay. All right, so now I'm ready to roll it again. I'm gonna put my wax paper on top. My plant is laying just as I want it to, and I'm gonna roll it pretty gently. I don't really want to flatten out my clay anymore, but I want to make sure that my plant is going to make that nice print in my clay. So just a few times, real gently, and then peel back your paper again, and you're just going to pull your plant right up off of the clay really gently. And you'll see I got a few pieces stuck in my clay, and that's okay. You could use a tool to pull them out, and when this dries, they'll just fall out really easily. So see how pretty that is? It's a little bit hard to see on the camera, but I have a nice print of my cedar. And now I'm going to make a little hole where I'll want to thread my twine through once it's dry to hang it. So I think maybe about right here, I'm gonna make a little hole. I'm just gonna use my pencil and just make a small little hole, just big enough to fit my twine through. And that's gonna be it for this week. You're gonna wanna put this somewhere safe to dry where it's not gonna have anything laid on top of it. And you're gonna let it dry all the way until next week. And next week we'll add some color and we'll add our twine so we can hang it. And that's it. Have fun with this project and I'll see you guys next time.